Well, it's going to be political. We're going to talk about USA's debts. So hope you like the video. If you do like it, please do like it. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. And thank you very much for watching. Hi, I'm Mark, and this is my journey through tarot. Come on. So here it is again. We don't know if we can pay our debts past, I think, December 15th, some ridiculous day. No other country, I don't think, in the world has this ridiculous situation with a debt ceiling. Maybe they do, but many don't. So let's see. And Janet Yellen is yelling about it. So we'll just pull the cards and talk a little bit about this. So I thought I'd give us some guidelines, at least, to apply this insanity to. The debt limit is defined by, and this is the U.S. Department of the Treasury that I'm reading from here. The debt limit is the total amount of money that the United States government is authorized to borrow to meet its existing legal obligations, including Social Security, Medicare benefits, military salaries, interest on the national debt, tax refunds, and other payments. That national debt, and we borrow. Okay, that's what that ceiling is. We're borrowing to pay that, and we're raising the ceiling. But what's interesting is other countries don't necessarily have the same situation, so they don't face being broke so frequently. But there's that. Now, but the issue is that Janet Yellen, what is she? She's the Secretary of the Treasury. So Janet Yellen had told lawmakers that by December 3rd, there's no more money. The coffers are dry, and that's when we'll go broke and we can't pay our debts and everything starts to shut down. But she revised it to December 15th, and the reason being is because of the $1 trillion infrastructure plan that went through. And I think she says that there's $118 billion that's going towards a highway trust fund, and those funds have to be transferred to the highway trust fund within 1 month after the enactment of the legislation, and that happens to be on December 15th. So somehow this helps to extend her estimate of when the government will go broke. Let's pull the cards. So these are great. These are the Harmonious Tarot. It's another Los Scarabeo. And again, the box is just, it's a better than normal box. The instruction booklet are interesting. They're in a few different languages. Gives you an idea of how to go about the divination. And the cards are really amazing. And so this gives you a good look at that. I actually bought these cards on vacation overseas in a chapel that was on the site of a big castle. So there you go. So that kind of gets them mixed up, and we can start to figure out what this is all going to be about here. I really don't like them reversed, so I try not to let that happen. And this gives you a chance to see them. Gives, if you're doing a reading for someone, gives them a chance to interact with the cards, and all that is good stuff. Get all the energy in here that we can find. Get this going. Yep. So the debt ceiling. What is going to happen with that? Just going to let the cards tell the story, and we'll see how this seems to play out. So it's an amazing situation. And was there a time when this wasn't, an every few months crisis? There must have been. And I don't seem to remember this when I was younger. Of course, I might not have been as aware. 20s. But yeah, this debt ceiling situation is just crazy. So let's see the debt ceiling, the United States debt ceiling. Will we be able to borrow more money? Will everyone agree to keep USA solvent? Okay, that's not very nice. Let's try that again. So it'll be 6 cards in the beginning for this full Celtic cross. Okay, a little bit better. So 6 cards. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Debt ceiling. USA's debt ceiling. Does something get done for that? What can the cards tell us? Any information at all? Okay, the signifier card for the United States debt ceiling is this King of Pentacles. Interesting. So yeah, we're talking about, I mean, the king is as high as you can go, and we're talking about money. So the King of Pentacles is an absolutely perfect card to signify this question. The United States debt ceiling, this is it. Okay, King of Pentacles. The challenge to that, then, is this Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords is, in fact, an abuse of power. You know, someone has taken advantage of the situation to the detriment of, the others, and has greedily scooped up those swords. And in this scenario, let me see, we've got, someone has just taken advantage, and the other person is sent off packing. So the challenge, so the signifier is the King of Coins. Absolutely, that's the debt ceiling. And the challenge to it is this abuse of power. So, okay, the parties coming together, abusing their privilege of making this law. The base of this reading, then, well, yeah, with this Four of Coins, and it's funny, coins are so appropriate for this issue. With this Four of Coins, coins is, typically holding on to what you've got. And the situation here, from both sides, some don't want to spend any more money, and some want to say, we need to hold on to our good credit and our good name, and so we need to, get this going with a little more debt. The past of this reading, oh wow, is the Tower card. And it's, it's a complete stop. It is a complete shakeup of the way things were, and everything's falling down and will need to be picked up and put back together to go further. But that's the past of this reading. So we're saying that's what we're looking, we've been saying that's going to happen. We don't get something done here. In the sky of this reading, for the USA's debt ceiling, we have the Six of Coins. And the Six of Coins is interesting because this is always, it's passionate, it's emotional, and it's looking back the way things were when they were better. So look, this beautiful mother is giving that child a nice little pat on the head. It's a beautiful time in life. So yeah. So but we need action. So what's the final outcome of this first part of this Celtic cross? Is the Seven of Swords. And so again, it's thievery, it's deceit, it's more abuse. So yeah, the final outcome of this is going to be even more controversy. That's sad. The last four cards of this Celtic cross may finish the story. So I guess, I'm thinking they must be able to raise the debt ceiling, right? The self of that question, okay, it's the Emperor. It's so funny because I said they must be able to raise the debt ceiling. And the answer to that is the Emperor, who of course can do whatever he wants because he's the Emperor. So yeah, they can do whatever needs to be done. It's in the environment of, however, yes, this Eight of Wands. And the Eight of Wands is just feeling very put upon, okay? Let me look up a little better description of that while we're right here. Yeah, so it's not only feeling put upon, but so many things happening at the same time to make your happy, comfortable life. And look, they're coming down from the ceiling over here. So that's the environment that this is in, is that all these issues are happening now. It needs to happen now. The hopes and the fears for this is with this Queen of Cups. So the hope would be is that we find the compassion, we find the emotion, we find the fortitude, really, this emotional fortitude to become the queen of this issue and command this in the way that is best for the country. But the likely outcome of everything here is, well, this is good. This is the King of Cups. And so the King of Cups is a nice, strong card to finish on. He follows the Queen. And so it looks like if someone's going to find a compromise, this compassionate, this emotional king is the one who's going to do that. So I would say that, yeah, there will be some sort of a way out of this. So just to look at it again, we say, what about the debt ceiling? What's going on for us? And right off the bat, we get the King of Pentacles. This is the debt ceiling. The King of Pentacles, the highest of the coin representation. Okay, and the challenge to that is crossed by this Five of Swords, which is an abuse of power. Obviously, that's what's going on with the lawmakers. The whole thing is underpinned by this Four of Pentacles, which is wanting to hold on to what you've got, and that's kind of what wants to happen. We want to hold on to what we got and not make more. in a big way. The past of this reading then with this tower moment is saying, look, we've been saying that this is what's going to happen if we don't get this taken care of. And then the sky of this is just looking back to the past. And I don't know that that's a solution, but looking back to the way things were compassionately, emotionally a better place than they are now, unless that speaks to getting cooperation done. But the likely outcome of that whole thing with this Seven of Swords is, again, just thievery, deceit, ill feelings, and that doesn't look good. But then we say, what about the self, the very self of that question? Do we have the wherewithal to get this debt ceiling risen? And look, it's the emperor who can do whatever he wants. He has all the resources and strength and knowledge to make that decision. So yeah, we have what it takes, but it's in the environment of what? All these issues coming down on this happy situation at the same time. The hopes and fears is that we can become the queen of this emotional issue, take it in hand. It's a great big situation to deal with, and she's balancing that perfectly in one hand. And the likely outcome shows us that this king of compassion, this king of cups, this king of emotion is the one that's going to find the balance to remain and rule this situation. So he goes from being a king of coin to a king of compassion. And that's, of course, that's what it would always take, negotiation. So whether you agree with it or not, that's what we get. So let's see how that applies, and if anything here is useful in our worry over paying the debt. I'm Mark, My Journey Through Tarot. Tomorrow's another day. Stop by, we'll do it again. Ciao for now.